Welcome to Beyond the Jersey. I'm London Morris, and here's where we go beyond the scoreboard and highlight the lives of ETBU athletes. ETBU is home to nearly 700 student athletes competing across 23 sports and 28 total teams, including both NCAA and club programs. With a new flag football team launching next year, the program continues to grow. Every jersey has a story. Today we explore the passion that starts the journey and the daily grind that shapes it and the community that carries it forward. First, we look at what drives ETBU athletes to compete, their passion that sparked their journey and still motivates them today. Athletes are a big part of campus life, and every jersey carries a story shaped by passion, perseverance, and purpose. Today, we meet those athletes whose love of the game has carried them from childhood dreams to ETBU dreams.
I first started playing baseball when my parents put me in a bunch of sports up around the age of 5, and I kind of just kept playing baseball ever since.
I've always really had a passion for track, honestly. I think growing up, it just always came natural. I didn't really run in middle school, elementary, none of that until I came to ETBU.
So I started when I was 3 years old. I started playing off when I was in baseball, actually, in T-ball.
Baseball is meaningful to me just because I've been playing it my whole life, and I just loved it, and it's been pretty much in my heart ever since I started playing.
Personally, I use track as an outlet for day-to-day stuff. So if I have a rough day, or if stuff is going on that's challenging, I go to track practice and I use it to make me feel better and strive to be better at the next practice and then the next meet.
Knowing that I accomplished something and made it to this level. The second one is just being able to know that I have a better relationship with God now that I'm here at ETBU.
I tore my quad in high school, and I kind of just worked through it and kept playing and almost quit, but I worked through the pain and taught me just not take things for granted. Just keep going, keep grinding, don't quit.
I didn't start running until I came to ETBU, so I was never taught the basics having rhythm and all that other stuff that come with it.
Just being the shortest and the tiniest, but that never really stopped me because I just knew that it never really mattered about how you are, it just mattered about who you are and how you are as a player.
This is close to home, good baseball program, and the faith is really good here.
Christian atmosphere here, all the professors and the students here are all welcoming. They don't care where your background is from or who you are as a person. They only care about getting you to the next level. They
offered me to come on a visit here, and I got here and I loved the campus tremendously. I saw that it was a Christian-based campus and I loved that. And everyone around here, the coaches were so supportive and nice.
I just want to be a good role model, good teammate, just for the younger kids on the team, and just keep pushing them.
Leaving a print on the track team, I would like to help the younger freshmen and sophomores just getting here to not only grow on the track, but grow in their day-to-day lives. Whenever we're at practice, I try to speak life and speak volume into them because you never know what other people are going through.
Something I would love to accomplish, honestly, is try to hit a home run. I'm not really a hitter, I'm a slapper, but that's something that I would love to accomplish. Another thing I would love to accomplish is winning the World Series. That would be awesome.
Now, we step into the locker room to see how athletes balance practice, classes, and the bonds that hold a team together.
I think it's just trying to find time and being intentional about my time and what I do with it. Just making sure I put time aside for my homework, but also really locking in when it's time for volleyball. So just being fully engaged in where I am, whether that's school or whether that's volleyball, but being fully there rather than thinking about the other one at the same time.
It can be pretty challenging when we're going on the road and stuff, but it's important to put school first. We have 3 to 4 hours out of the day where we get to spend working on sports, and so in my other free time I have to focus on schoolwork, and then if I have time I can go watch films and make sure you show up to class.
It's kind of just get your stuff done that you gotta get done, and then you can do whatever else you need to do.
Sports are my hobby, in all honesty. I like to play video games and just hang out with friends.
Kyler Courtney, aka Ballhead Bandit. YouTube. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't have much.
Not really. I like to watch TV, so we've been watching Dancing with the Stars. We've been watching America's Got Talent, and my favorite show is One Tree Hill, so, you know, any of those. It depends. Sometimes I like to get Chick-fil-A before, but if we're traveling on the road, our coach decides. But if we're at home, I like to get Chick-fil-A, specifically the 8-count meal with fries.
Fried chicken. I love fried chicken. It's fried chicken. Who doesn't love fried chicken?
I do not. We have to eat at the cafeteria with the team, so we don't really get a choice on what we eat or not. But I do drink liquid IV and electrolyte drinks before each game. That is a big deal. I do it before practices too.
I like to take my Cleveland Browns pillow pet and a blanket and just snuggle up and go to sleep.
We got a team issued backpack. I normally we get a pair of travel shoes and I'll take a pair of slides or sandals or something to sleep in, and then a change of clothes, maybe for the bus ride back. So I travel light.
I think I travel pretty heavy. I got to pack 3 different pairs of shoes, or 4 just in case we switch outfits.
I think it's pretty intense usually, just because we all push ourselves to be the best that we can be. We all come in ready to work hard every single day, and if we're not, we hold each other accountable, and so I think that's what makes us such a good team. We're ready to go no matter what Coach Matthews throws at us. So.
Training for me looks like I shoot with the guys, Mitch and Josh. Practice, it's just great being in practice with Chris Lovell every day and understanding the game and his perspective.
We run through warm-ups, we get to do individual drills with our position groups, just rep and rep and rep and kind of try to simulate what a game would look like. We did a lot of team activities. I think we did a scavenger hunt, we had some dinners, and then we did a team talent show, so that was pretty cool.
Just got out of a discipleship, just working on 1, our relationship with the Lord, but 2, our relationship with each other, and just making sure that each of us know that we're going to be there for each other no matter what, no matter if it's in volleyball or off the court, like we're always going to be there for each other.
We sit and talk and we go to Wingstop because it's not really much to do here, but we love doing it as a family.
We've heard from athletes about their passion for the game and what their life looks like from inside the locker room. But the story doesn't end there. Athletics are a huge part of campus culture, and the impact goes beyond the players themselves. Before we hear from the crowd, we have one of our ETBU coaches to get their perspective. Today joining us is ETBU's head football coach, Coach Calvin Ruzicka, better known as Coach Ru. He has led our football team since 2022, and his Christ-centered approach emphasizes excellence and character, shaping athletes to lead on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. Thanks for joining us, Coach Ru.
I appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. So to start out, in your eyes, what truly defines an athlete's legacy while they're here at ETBU beyond stats and wins? And how do you try to shape that daily as a coach?
Well, you just jumped into a big question right off the bat. That's a great thought right there. The legacy that we hope to instill our players that they can leave behind will be one of leaving it better than you found it. We had Pastor Connor from New Beginnings came and gave a devotion to the team before our first home game. And he spoke on that type of a topic right there about leaving things better than you found it. He used the phrase, make things around you flourish. So when a player leaves our program, we want them to have helped out our team GPA, I want them to graduate. Number 2 is by their performance, by their work ethic, by using the God-given abilities and talents that they've been blessed with, to use those to the fullest. That's making things flourish and leaving them better than you found it. In our 903 Chaos mantra, the S in chaos stands for selflessness. And so, again, if you're leaving things better than you found it, if you're making things around you flourish, then you're being a selfless teammate and putting others ahead of yourself. So that's what we try to instill in them.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Then when you think about your athletes years after they've left ETBU, what impact do you hope they're making in their communities because of what they learned under your coaching?
Yeah, that's huge. That's probably one of the reasons I got into education and teaching and coaching to begin with. Leaving pharmaceutical industry, getting into education is try to impact young students, young men and women. Now here at ETBU, getting the chance to coach football, we want them to impact their communities in a godly manner. We have 3 pillars in our program. One of them, the very first pillar, kind of mirrors what Dr. Blackburn has for this university, and that is to help our student athletes grow in their faith. We get tons of different students, probably 40 or 50 new ones every semester. And so wherever they're at in their walk with Jesus, we want to help them grow. How do we do that? Well, by our discipleship program, I believe, and then also what we do on a daily basis with them at practice, in the weight room, in meetings, our coaching staff setting a godly example of what it looks like to be a godly man. So when they leave us and they go back into their communities, we hope, number one, that they've grown in their faith, in their walk with Jesus Christ. Number two is that they become godly husbands and then godly fathers as well, because it's going to be a ripple effect. We're trying to pour into them, and then they're going to take that to their community and impact others. At least that's what our hope is.
Man, that is amazing. Thank you so much, Coach Rue.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on today.
Yes, sir. Now let's hear from our ETBU community on how athletics take life on campus.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
And what's your name?
Pastor.
All right. And in one word, how would you describe the role of athletics in ETBU campus life?
I would say integral.
And why?
I just feel like it's a huge part of this community here at ETBU, how the teams just basically carry the spirit of the school, and just the way that all the students come together to watch the events or watch games. I feel like it just builds a great energy.
Thank you. All right. Who am I here with?
BHB.
All right. And what's your favorite memory from an ETBU game you've been to?
I would say when we play UMHB at UMHB basketball-wise, because we haven't won there in like 5 years, and it came down to a buzzer beater, and we won 65-63. So.
All right. Thank you. What's your name?
Peyton.
Okay. And which ETBU team brings the most energy on campus, and why?
The volleyball team, mainly because like it drives people to come into the games, and they're always excited and pushing each other to get better, and it always brings the real excitement around.
Thank you.
Every jersey represents more than just a number. It represents passion, discipline, and community. At ETBU, athletics prepares students not just for the next game, but for life. This has been Behind the Jersey, and thank you for joining us. This is London Morris with The Roar, and I would like to thank the live audience for joining us as well.